such an asshole.
So my running agent in the field sent this to me. Where'd it go? Here we go. This is not uncommon. It's not unheard of before. WLWT5, Cincinnati, Ohio. 77-year-old Ohio woman marries herself in celebration of self-love. If you boys thought, oh, when they get to be grandmother age, they become really nice, sweet grandmother ladies. Definitely not the boomer women. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Dorothy Fideli or Dottie married herself in a show of independence over the weekend while she collected a Social Security check. Fideli is a resident of the O'Bannon Terrace retirement home. We talked with her Friday before Saturday's ceremony. The mother of three and grandmother was married once in 1965 during a quick courthouse ceremony. She was divorced after 9 years of marriage. So over the weekend, the 77-year-old walked down the aisle to marry the love of her life herself. So 65, 9, that would put you at 74, 49 years. You couldn't find another guy. I'm not kidding, guys. I'm not saying it to be edgy. Reality is edgy enough. You just got to look at the data. The more and more data I look at, the more and more I'm just convinced genetically, like in a biological programmed way, women are, we know they're not as interested. We know that on sex ratio, interested sex frequency. But, oh, Grandma Tilly, no, not it doesn't matter, Grandma. She took, 50 years? You could, really? You couldn't, really? And then instead of having the etiquette and decorum and modesty to like, oh, maybe I should invest in my grandchild. Okay, fine, I'm never getting married. But to do something as vain and embarrassing as marry yourself, like you're some 38-year-old twit. And you have grandchildren. What, is no one visiting you? So over the weekend, the 77-year-old walked down the aisle to marry the love of her life herself. And who published the tone deaf Emily Sanderson, the journalist, the tone deaf journalist who wrote this as a celebration. Yeah, of course, young gal. She says this time it's about something more. Yeah, yourself. You've had 77 years with yourself. Dude, I'm not 77. I'm not even 50 yet. And it's not that I don't like myself. I just like, I know enough about Aaron Clary. I don't need to marry myself. I don't know. Oh my God, there's things in life that's so important. It's myself. The most important thing is myself. Not really. I mean, yeah, keeping the food, clothing, shelter coming along, keep me alive. But there's other things bigger than me I'd like to experience in this world. Because this is something I've always wanted. I want to get married and have a happy life, but things didn't work out that way. And now I have a second chance of doing something that'll make me happy, Dottie said. Masturbating. Like, quite literally, you're masturbating. Like, mentally, romantically. I'm a great guy. I love myself in terms of respect, but Fideli got the idea from neighbors who saw a woman do the same thing on the talk show. This is, wow, how many? Are we up to a score? Maybe 2 score women have done this. Those that have published it anyway. Residents at the retirement home who literally had nothing else to do, I added that, got to celebrate the wedding with her. Love. Love is the most important thing in the world, right? And if you love God and love yourself, this world will be a field of roses, says Fideli. Well, then there you go. But to love yourself like narcissists, she wants others who wonder if it'll ever happen for them to know one thing. Quote, if it's not in the cards for them, then there's something out there that will make them happy and find themselves in life and fulfill their soul, said Fideli. You needed this ceremony? You weren't fulfilling your soul then by yourself, which half the population going into the future, many thanks to people like you, Miss Fideli. They're going to have to, because you've convinced a generation of young women that, oh, marriage is horrible and men are bad and family, you need a corporation to pay taxes. Fulfill their soul. What Did you not get the blueprints of the diagram of the men and the women, like the insert A into B? Did you not see? Do you not wonder how you got here after millions of years of human evolution to procreation? That's the never forget these were hippies. Never forget that. These were the pot smoking, yeah, man, free love, and oh, we hate the people, the American soldiers fighting in Vietnam. Let's side with the communists, yay! That's this generation here. Go back 15 years ago, this was the generation that had the financial crisis. It just and that was it. That was the short thing there, and it's absurd. I didn't even mean to go into it that much, but when you just have truly stupid things being said by a person who wasted their life. So this reminded me, or no, this didn't remind me. I had this in my email. Then I saw another video of an unboxing, and it's a millennial girl, 34, I believe she said she was, and she had ordered herself a fake engagement ring, a fake engagement ring. She said, "This is what I always wanted, but since it's not going to happen, I got to take matters into my own hand." And oh my God, it's so pretty. The thing is so pretty. The thing. And it further, uh, another grain of sand on the gigantic pile of sand I have on the balance of love. Women want love, or do they want her day things stuff? It's again, I'm sorry, ladies, I got to call it as I see it. I'm an umpire. I'm like, this pitcher has walked. I have to keep calling balls. You're not throwing strikes, you're throwing balls. The score is 312, and you've walked all of them. I haven't seen a strike all day. Where, and I've said it before, girls don't want to get married. Girls don't want to be a wife, they want to get married. Girls don't want to be a mother, they want children. Hey, tell me I'm wrong. I'm the data guy. I'm looking at like, yeah, not everyone, the majority, 86% of marriages fail either in divorce or they're miserable. 70 to 80 to 90, if a girl has a college degree, filed for divorce by the woman. All right, we get it. These are the numbers. So I'm kind of forced to conclude through data and empiricism that girls really are not all that into being married, being a wife, being a mother, but we're not talking about children here. It's just you want it. I want. And here's a gal so delusional, among many others, who have now married themselves because they want their day. And then the other gal who wanted the ring, she wanted a ring. And then it reminded me of an idea I had, a business idea. Now, I have an idea list so that if I ever stop doing this or get deplatformed, whatever else, I got plenty of other ideas, a lot of Operation Evil ideas. But in that idea list, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you one. I'm going to give you one for free for my idea list. You guys can run with this and make money off of it if you can, if you want. Because it dawned on me, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do this idea list. So somebody, not me, go make this a business reality. But there is right now and definitely going to be in the future what can only be described as a spinster market, a spinster industry, where women still will want traditional things like a wedding or a ring or a ceremony and a celebration. Not all of them, thank God. I don't think most women are this delusional. I don't think so. But a high enough percentage of them are. And with the indoctrination, conditioning, brainwashing, programming, wouldn't necessarily total brainwashing, but the suggesting, the strongly recommending that women not live their lives for men, they not get married, well, if only if they want, seventh on the list and all that, simply not putting men or family number one. When women find out and they get to the spot, that their youth and beauty is gone, and they just can't go to the boyfriend store and get a boyfriend, let alone upgrade to the husband store. You got to pay extra for that package. So sometimes the boyfriend that you bought at the boyfriend store, you can't upgrade him to the husband. Even if you got the husband upgrade, depends on the model of the boyfriend you got. Some of them just aren't upgradable. They're not designed that way. Instead of bad luck, oh, I shouldn't have listened, I should have reprioritized, or what I argue for women is rejoice in the fact that that's what you really wanted in life. I think women do want to, if given a choice, if we look at polling data, and certainly depends on age, women would prefer to have careers and independence, and not so much financial independence, though that as well, but I mean an independent life, their own being, their own, not being defined by the husband or the children, right? And certainly not having that be the number one thing. That I say, okay, well, then you've achieved that, you should celebrate and rejoice it. But there's going to be a percentage of them who believe that fat black chick called Oprah, who is, it's not something you really should, if you look at her love life and day life, maybe convinced them, no, you don't want these guys, you don't want, no, it's a celebration of us all the time. But she, among all the propaganda, it was that you can have it all. You can have it all. And some of them are entitled to it. They think they're entitled to have it all. I mean, how many of them are like, didn't we do an article? It was very unique in that black women who want to have children can't find black male sperm donors because the black men are like, hell no. No, I'm not doing nope, nobody, nope, 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 to the nope, to the nope, to the nope. Lots of nope. Nopes to the 8th power. And the idea that like you just have a baby without a dad being around, it shows you the behavior tells you the truth and the reality and their priorities and what lurks in their heart. And so I think a certain percentage, don't even believe the majority, but a significant minority, a market is out there. And it's already here in the fringe, but it will increase where if you guys can provide the ceremony, her a day, the ring, I was going to say piss poor substitute to an actual husband, but I can't think of a piss poor substitute that's worse than just yourself. But if you can, and I even got to the idea of like, this would be a good idea for the Democrat Party. It's almost too on the nose. But what if you maybe not make a private company that would have a self-wedding package, a self-love wedding package? They'll certainly could do that because that'd be the ceremony and all that. But for the true believers, you could issue a marriage certificate to yourself. That's one thing, or marriage license. But you could have women like nuns vow themselves to Jesus. Women today could vow themselves to the state. I'm not even joking. Because think about what a high percent of young ladies, their true religion is socialism or feminism or environmental, whatever. And like, look, the state, you can have vows. The state will take care of you. The state will provide and protect. It already does. The state will be here, blah, blah, and you can be betrothed to the state. And then in their mind, they belong to something bigger. It's a strike back at the guys who rejected them or wouldn't give them the time of day or didn't want to date them anyway. They get the process and procedure of having her day. That would be separate. I think the private sector could come in and like, hey, wedding package for yourself. Obviously, you wouldn't call it the Spinster wedding package. You'd have to come up with a euphemism. But to lend it credence and credibility, like you could actually have vows and replace it with religion. Most of you girls don't believe in this religion stuff, right? But you certainly believe in socialism and the government and the state and the care and the love and the compassion, all the intentions of leftism. And so you would have a license. You'd have a philosophical, ideological, it just happens to be secular rationalization that you are marrying yourself to something bigger. It would be politically aligned. It would be a bragging piece. And then some crap, like, hey, all the wedding jewelers, right? You guys are losing money and shutting down, right? Because the guys ain't ponying up the cash. Why don't you make like a ring that has like the feminist symbol in it? Or like a circle, something of self-reflection, like it's a spiral that goes forever or a circle of one, some kind of freaking dumbass bullshit. And and high quality too, platinum, diamonds, all of it. What are they going to spend their money on? Oh, wait, a master's degree. I'm deadly serious. Somebody out there going like the wedding day planners, you guys are already in industry, already in the biz. Why don't one of you go do self weddings? Come up with a better phrase for it. And then the Democrats, not Ohio, California. Come on, Gavin. Come on, you. Yeah. Do it, man. You get some votes. You'd be edgy. You'd be on all the tabloids, Fox News. We get sand up their ass crack where women could marry the state. And then, I mean, that would just solidify voters, right? You guys would really clinch the female vote then. Girls would have like more than, I'm gonna bet. Okay, I do believe the polling is correct. I believe women don't really want men or children all that much than other things. Inevitably, they get to the point they do, but not as much. And I think that even without having men and children, that is authentic. That's real. They made their choices, and I don't think they regret it. Most of them. That being said, that still doesn't undo the at least 200,000 years of human evolution and existence on this planet, where there has been man, woman, children. More recently in human history, ceremony, marriages, unions. That's still there. And I think the compunction is so strong in some cases that they will part with serious money. I mean, look, the two examples, admittedly examples I gave you here, 77-year-old woman marries herself after being 50 years single. What the hell, lady? And then the millennial, I was going to say Gen X, but I guess squarely millennial unboxing social internet influencer, whoever she was, like, I got my wedding ring. I think what was sad, it was even fake. It was like costume jewelry. It wasn't like a real. I mean, I don't know, maybe, but look, the infrastructure is kind of already there. All you got to do is tweak the current marriage industry from men and women to just women. Not women and women. I mean, there's certainly people have already specialized in homosexual marriage, which is fine. That's more honest and love there. But just focusing on women marrying themselves. And I'm not that big of an influencer. All right. I'm just gonna be the guy like, this guy predicted it. You could do a PR campaign making it perfectly normal. I mean, already you're trying to make it perfectly normal for kids to, like, go get surgeries that they shouldn't, and probably wait a little bit till they grow up, but that's just me. You guys could do a marketing blitz, a PR blitz, an indoctrination. Here, do I have to spell it out for you? Who's the call? You can't get married because there's no good men out there. They're economically unattractive. They don't have their doctorates. They're all fat. Blah, blah. Men are scum, right? We hate men, right? Look at Miller, Bud Light, the Dove commercial. I mean, what? It's already there. You already got your scapegoat. Stick it to the men. Stick it to the patriarchy. Marry yourself. And that actually would be giving a proverbial finger to many men. We're like, I'm never going to marry any guy like you. I'd rather marry myself. The ideological, the philosophical, the political, the economic, and the cultural zeitgeist, the cultural mindset is all that infrastructure is laid down and ready to go. All you got to do at Zales, if you're even in business anymore, David's Bridal is gone. Self-weddings. Come on. Who's going to criticize you? Oh, only evil right-wingers on the internet would criticize. Oh, and they hate women. You even have the response already prescripted because you've used it a billion times before. Hey, you ought to not major in journalism. That's why there's that wage gap between men and women. Shut up, you got it. Never mind. Just get fat and go into debt for stupid degrees. I don't care. Get it. By the way, I got, and then the exact same guy puts on a mustache, the exact same guy, presumably trying to help women, close the wage gap and not go into crippling levels of debt. He puts on a Snidely Whiplash mustache. She doesn't recognize because he's got the mustache. It's almost falling off, barely. Everyone else in the show knows, oh, that's the same guy. And then he's like, ha 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 ha. Would you like self-wedding? Huh? We have a $90,000 package for you, sweetheart. Yeah. And then you align with your buddy, also Snidely Whiplash mustache at Snidely's Diamonds. Oh, well, yeah, look at it. It's got the feminist sign in there. It's pink. Oh, yeah. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, only $47,000. Well, you're worth it, right? And you're not going to have any of those crazy loser men around to babysit and take care of anymore, right? Yeah. Ha, 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 ha. And then he goes to the banking, Snidely Banking. Another bank, but he's got the top hat like the guy in Monopoly. Oh, you want to finance your wedding? Well, you only get married once. Well, you $47,000 ring, a $97,000 wedding. Don't forget, well, yeah, we can finance that at 18%. And then, frankly, like this lady, you're dead. And there was some GDP made, to be perfectly cold, calculating, and I guess acerbic is the right word about it. Somebody, not me, run with this. Just somebody. I want to be the captain in the good, the bad, and the ugly, and hear the bridge blow up before I die. Somebody who's got the time and the connections do this. Because I got my hands full on it. And truth be told, I'm not scaling down the work. I'm not taking on any more work. Cappy is almost gonna be 50, and I'm gonna cruise now. I'm gonna do some fun things and enjoy life. I will be hosting Rule Zero though this Saturday, so if you guys want to tune into that. But and obviously, it's not just marriage and weddings and marriage licenses, and Democrat could politically gain from this and all that. It's already kind of happened organically. Wine, cats, cat insurance, dog insurance. Take care, dog hotel, cat hotel. I mean, there's something more about they want the tradition. And there's other things of tradition, like you could celebrate your 5th year anniversary. Someone get on it. Someone who's, I'm on this hill and I can see pretty far over the valley, but there's somebody up on that hill, but he's looking at that valley. And what I want that guy to do, who's higher up on that mountain of the valley that I'm at, is just to turn 180 degrees and say, look at the potential. You can see things I can't. And he's out there with his binoculars. Oh my goodness. And you'll be the most wonderful, celebrated feminist hero ever. They'll write articles about you in Forbes and Fortune and other no-name magazines that don't mean anything, that start with an F. You'll be a hero. Oh, well, and you got to put on the PR face with the Snidely Whiplash mustache. Well, we just know that these women are never going to find a man because men have failed women today in society. And but I wanted to make it so these girls could still have their day with a 400-pound size XXX wedding gown. More material made that than they made the blimp for Goodyear with. You guys. Somebody, not me. All right. Let's go to the super chats here. The super chats. Let's go to the super chats and have ourselves a treat. Dustin over at 7 Step Survival. If you guys kindly would subscribe to his channel. $10. I had a gal approach me on the beach here in Florida yesterday, which never happens to me, by the way. I couldn't believe how awkward her attempt at flirting with me was. Props to her for trying, I guess. Well, good. I mean, you're a good-looking guy there, Dustin, so I can believe it. I don't think it was like a setup or a scam. Out of curiosity, Dustin, why did you go? I mean, that's a pretty cool. That's a truly courageous woman. Why was she not good looking enough, or what? Did you not get her number? Dong is fun. $2. Cappy, can I get a tax break if Mary myself? Oh, the Democrat. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm talking about, Dong. Democrats, lend me your ears. You could give women tax breaks for marrying themselves. You give them tax breaks for kids, right? Why not? I don't know. Somebody at the tax department of Congress go figure it out. You could look, the government could pay for your wedding day. What about that? Look, we got AGI, you got nationalized healthcare, you got all this other free stuff. Why not? We'll just pay you for a wedding. You're entitled to a wedding in the United States. The Art of Will. $5. Boomer and Gen X 304s with tattoos remind me of the Berlin Wall. That's a good one. I'm going to use that. You look like the Berlin Wall. Walker Hall, $5. Where do I find a wife that consumes less than $13,800 a year for tax purposes? You want that Schedule A deduction? To be perfectly honest, you have to find a wife that works. That's like really low. I did the numbers recently for some calculating. And it's about $21,000 for food, clothing, shop, like the absolute basic to sustain a person in the United States for 1 year. $13,850. No, they're going to have to work. You could go overseas and find that, but you're going to have to work. Hand clogs, $2. Cappy is stunning and brave. You go, Cappy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm so stunning. Just so brave. Cyberbully, $2. Loving red shirt, Cappy. Give us more tonight, Daddy. This is a shirt purchased for me by a good friend, Atham. And Elkins is still here. He's got it's called a Guantanamera shirt. Elkins has a black one. And it is very nice. It's nice in the hot weather. Done is fun, $5. Since same sex is legal, why not find a good friend that you trust to get a good tax break and have a good prenup? You could. I don't think most of these women want to marry a woman, though. I think they're straight and they're not going to play the, well, maybe I'll marry my best friend kind of. I mean, well, I guess you could. I think there's maybe some room there. The self-love thing, though, which is very prominent. Look up the concept of self-love. It's basically, I can be a worthless human being but I still love myself and I have values. Like, no. I wrote about it. Look, if you want to read it, it's within a book, but it's a great standalone essay. I talk about how value can only be externally conferred. You cannot self-declare yourself to have value. It doesn't work that way. And so if you want to read through that, it's in the book, the How Not to Become a Millennial. But that's Walker Hall, $2. Snip pee off. Saw it on TikTok. Looks cool. Well, if it's popular. Sam Whiskey, the most American name in America, $10. Cappy, check out Rent a Man from Japan. Okay, I just might. Well, okay, just more further evidence. Wasn't there an Australian guy doing something like that? 7-Step Survival, $5. She was pretty and had a good body. However, she clearly does not brush her teeth. Oh, jeez. It's like, I did this a long time ago as a blog post, but there's always a catch. There's always this, oh, it's great, except she's a dude. I don't know. There's always this major catch. She had a bunch of plaque in between her teeth. It was off-putting. Just come on, girls. What? Oh. Alex Patino, a truck driving Latino agent in the field. No. The tax man says no tax breaks for you. Work you must. Taxes you must pay if you are a man. Right. Well, I'm sure it would. I guess men could do this up. I have predominantly aims for private sector profit on this one. There is an obvious political gain to be made for the Democrat Party only through women. Because what guy is dumb enough to go marry himself? What guy is that vain and stupid? Most guys don't even want to go to their own damn wedding. Like, can't we just get, courthouse, elope, Vegas, get the hell out of here, go live our life? Because here, you're right. You want another truism or truthism or axiom or whatever the word is? Most men, the best days of their lives, if they don't get divorced or they're at least planning it this way, would be after the wedding. The best day for women is the wedding day, and it's downhill after that, which is so depressing. And now, even that, they don't have that. The best day for most people now, young people anyway, is the day you graduated from college. And then it's all downhill after that. All these old people, high schools are the best days of your life. Well, you had a really shitty life then. You really screwed up. Pew, pew, pew. 55,000 Indonesian rupees. Good morning from GMT plus 7. Plus 7. Don't make me do math. I think Indonesian rupees. I think I got it. Thank you very much, by the way. Ethan Sevilla, $5. I used to be a tradcon telling my friend that family is the most powerful force in the world. Then I grew up and said, screw domesticity. Look, it can be if you got someone loving you, backing you up, not asking you dumbass questions about every minor little thing and thinking they could do it better. Just to give you a little inside baseball there, guys. It was. But now it ain't. No, it's like free checks from the government. Is that it? That's it. All right. So there you guys go. Check out that book, How Not to Become a Millennial. It's on Amazon. Ladies, I got nothing for you. All my products. Oh, wait. Oh, I should have linked to this. Why didn't I link to this? I'll just tell it here. Look, again, referencing that study there that came out. It's true. The rise of the she economy. That is very germane, and the data and the statistics on there. It's basically rise of the spinster industry. There's going to be so much money to be made. So much money to be made. And if you guys are looking to make a profit or be profitable, I mean, take a look at that, man. Take a look at it. But also related to that, ladies, you know, if you're going to be the type to marry yourself, and men, because most girls don't want to get married generally. I mean, they do, but not that high up. Not if it revolves being a wife. I'm going to recommend all of you, especially the younger you are, because half of you are forecasted not to get married because we're prioritizing importance and priorities here in America. And that is get the menu life without the opposite sex, because you will be without the opposite sex. You might date, might have a boyfriend or girlfriend, but half of you are forecasted not to get married. So, and half of you forecasted not to have kids. So you're going to have to figure out something to do with life. Andreas Asatya, $3 Canadian. Hi from decaying Vancouver, British Columbia. How is the Canadian poop? Adult, well, you got what, Labor Party and the Liberal Party up there? How is the Democrat? How is your version of the Democrat adults pooping in Vancouver? Do you got a lot of Seattle like? What's the Canadian version of Seattle like? All right, see you guys later. Toodles.